Thank you for joining us for another episode of Just a Guy in a Truck podcast. I'm your host, Stanley, and this week we have the illustrious Allie Virtue from Parkside Nutrition. We're gonna go go around Salem and pick up trash, and we're gonna have a nice discussion about poop. Because what goes better with trash than poop? But before we get into that, pick up Allie, we gotta have a word from our this week's sponsor. Facing today's challenges, Salem-Keizer youth need more than guidance. They need hope. Valor Mentoring, a local nonprofit since 2014, pairs with caring adults with young men in life-changing one-on-one relationships through music, art, community outreach, and a safe hub at the Rec Center in Keizer. Your donation empowers these free programs, mentorship, creativity, arts, and service to help teens discover purpose, build confidence, and stay on track. In just 20 seconds, you can make a lasting impact. Visit valormentoring.com/give. Again, that's Valor Mentoring, ValorMentoring.com/GIVE. Join us and help shape tomorrow's leaders today. Allie! It's like this was pre-recorded, or like we pre-scripted this.
Something like that.
Okay, so I know you've watched the show, but
Yes.
Name of the game.
Cool.
We're gonna fill the truck. We're gonna have a conversation. The end of it, you're gonna guess your weight before we go on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't figured out if there's an actual win lose to that, and then afterwards, your final weight can go on the board. Currently,
okay.
Earth Moon Acupuncture Wendy Childs has
1,100
pounds.
pounds.
But
Really lightweight. Just kidding.
And then yeah, I mean she has the record, so I'll give it to her.
Okay.
She was down in the ditches like cleaning stuff up. It was crazy.
Right.
It was crazy. So
I know there's a competitive element, so I'm game.
There's a little bit of a competitive element.
Let's go.
We got some comments out from users on Reddit and Facebook who they're pointing out all the trash because that's the only way we can make this happen.
Perfect.
Because I'm not going to we can't just drive around. So our closest one right now is actually over by Front Street by Grocery Outlet, which I hear you're a big fan of Grocery Outlet.
Yeah.
But
Front Street Grocery. Yeah.
But before we go there, backstory. I need backstory.
So yeah, hit me. Open book.
I would rather not hit you.
Open book. What do you want to know?
Well, so how I know you have a degree in some sort of health science, but also like what led you to that path, and then what got you to owning Parkside Nutrition and starting that?
Yeah. Well, it began February 24th, 1992, when I was born. I'm just kidding. I didn't know what I wanted to do for college. I figured like health sciences, and I went to Western Oregon University, and they had options. And I thought PA looked cool, physician's assistant, because you can switch specialties and everything, and that suited my brain, not having to make like a full commitment to one avenue of medicine. But got kind of interested in nutrition when my sister did a nutrition challenge at her CrossFit gym at the time. She just joined the gym. She was in grad school for physical therapy, and she's like, "Hey, I'm doing this nutrition challenge. I get a free membership or free month if I win it. Do you want to do it with me?" And I did that challenge like so half-assed, and I didn't really feel bad before. As a college athlete, felt fine. Occasionally had migraines that took away my vision for a couple hours, which is not good.
Okay.
But those went away doing that very half-assed nutrition challenge. I was like, well, hang on. Maybe there's something to this stuff, and got just really nerdy about it. One of my professors, anatomy professors, like, maybe you should look into this, because everybody was applying to grad schools, and I didn't know what to do, and that's a big commitment. So I tried to, fairly not rigorous nutrition certification, and just loved it. And so eventually found graduate program at University of Western States, and it was an online program, which is perfect. So I could go back home, and home being actually England at the time. So that was.
Oh right, I forgot you're from.
Yeah.
Are you like native? Like, are you like dual citizenship? Or?
I do have dual citizenship. My parents were teachers on an American Air Force base. So I was born and raised over there, but kind of definitely like mini America, living on base. Or I didn't live on base, but still. But yeah, dual citizen, British passport. Actually played softball for the British national team for a couple years. But I still love it. I still really call that home because I only moved to the States when I was 18. So.
Right.
But no, I really got interested in nutrition and just kind of preventative medicine. My dad had a 14-year battle with cancer, and towards the end of that, when I was going to his appointments, I would ask his oncologist, who he implicitly trusted, which was great. But I was like, hey, what can we do outside the hospital? Like, you're doing, running through these therapies. What can we do at home to support him? And asked about nutrition, and I wasn't really educated in nutrition at the time at all. I was just like a kid asking the doctor, how can you help your family?
Right.
And he said nutrition only helps 5%. It's not worth depriving yourself. And that was just kind of a gut punch. Like, even if that's true, I'm not naive to the point of saying, like, nutrition can cure everything. I won't go that far, but you have to eat anyway. You have to eat anyway. So, like, why not, make it a little bit better, or, just make some different choices. And it's not, I don't think, if you choose not to make it all about deprivation, it can still be enjoyable.
Right.
So that was kind of frustrating, and I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to go his route, because he's like, why don't you be a doctor or an oncologist? And I was like, no, I think I want to be on the preventative side of things, teach people how to eat before something like this happens. And that's pretty much what I did. I got interested in functional medicine, which tries to address the root cause of things and be very proactive and strive for optimal health, not just like, good job, you don't have an outright disease yet. So
because you will eventually, if you live long enough, you will eventually get there.
Something, and I've experienced it myself. When I go to the doctor, I'm like, hey, I think my blood sugars are creeping up. Can we get that tested? Can we do this? Can we do that? And she was super on it, and I was like, wow, this is great. I feel heard. And then the labs came back, and they're okay, but they were going up in the wrong direction.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, just don't get worse.
Right.
And I was like, what? I was like, these are higher. My hemoglobin A1C, which is your blood sugar average for the last 3 months. Mm-hmm. I was like, it's going up. It was lower. Now it's higher.
Right.
I don't want to just not get worse. I want to have it go back down.
Go back down, or ideally, stop going up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, I don't really love that answer, and so that's
they were talking about that.
Did they say specific? Oh, just
yeah,
like that
well,
stuff?
I mean, grocery outlets right there, but they were talking about Mill Creek area. Over there.
There's somebody camping though.
Okay. Is there somebody camping over
there?
there?
Yeah, they're just taking down a canopy tent.
Oh, well, we can't go mess with them. I have opinions.
Yeah, no
but we'll circle back. We'll circle back and see what we're looking at. Anyway, so you got hooked on preventative maintenance. Mm-hmm. Isn't preventative maintenance just so much better?
Yeah, well, the great analogy is like, you need people to teach you how to swim, and you also need lifeguards.
Right.
And they both have their role. You wouldn't eliminate either one of them, but it would be great to, teach people how to do this stuff before it feels like a big chore, before there's urgency involved.
Right.
So.
Well, and especially in that, it's we're playing with life and death.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and people will get real upset about how modern medicine treats them. I was like, there's a time and a place for all of those specialties and rules. Like, they're trying to help you. It's just their job isn't.
Their job isn't. No, when I worked in maintenance, like, I always loved preventative maintenance because I'm
preventative medicine.
I can be very. I tell people I'm the laziest person, the hardest working lazy person I will work my butt off to make sure I can get back to doing nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And preventative maintenance is so much easier than emergency or corrective maintenance. Like, it's silly things like change the oil on your car, change your spark plugs, where replacing a water pump on your car is it's an ordeal.
Yeah.
So for me, speaking mechanically, that's like the preventative stuff is just easier.
Yeah. And it's not very sexy, which I think is why it's unappealing sometimes. So I used to work at a primary care clinic, and I loved it because it was a natural path to. I would spend 45 minutes with a patient, and they could bill insurance, so it was very affordable, and then they'd see the doctor like 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. So I could do a lot of coaching and a lot of helping, but the retention and like was just awful. Like people would no show all the time because diet takes a lot of work. It's a lot of like,
well, and
hard
it's
work.
a lot of nothing.
Yeah, and it's not super quick results.
Right.
It takes a while.
Right.
So that was kind of disheartening to work in that sphere because it was just hard, and people would say the line of like, I don't want medications, and she was very clear of like, you might not want medications, but these lab levels are dangerous. Like I can't let you walk around with super high blood pressure. It's dangerous.
Right.
But here's all the lifestyle stuff that you can do and work on with Allie, and the buy-in wasn't always great. Right. So I mean that's why I really like working in private practice. I wish it was more accessible for people, but that's why I like private practice because you're just more invested versus like, well, my insurance covers it, so I don't really have to do it or don't really have to show up. It's not a big deal. So.
Okay, so we're cleaning up by the Mill Creek Bridge. This one was Harmony Cubed and Field Guide 89.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for pointing that out. We're going to go clean this up, and then next question.
All right.
Gloves are right here. Sweet. And all we got to do is jump out and go clean. Ooh. So smart. Love it.
Heating up, warming up. Let's go.
Yeah, the truck doesn't have any air conditioning. Not
No
that
worries.
it's broken, just never even had it.
No worries. Wasn't born with it.
96, they didn't have any heat in 1996. It was all just cold.
Yeah.
So, where are we going next? That's what I need to know. Kubler and Sunnyside, Ferry and 15th and 17th. Ferry and... Oh, I was like, sounded like some... That's funny.
Like what?
Sounded like some sort of stomach rumbling thing, but it was just a car. I was like, is that like your text message noise or something?
Oh God, no.
It would be very...
That'd be very on brand.
Very
I'm
on brand.
disappointed you didn't notice my socks.
I don't go around looking at people's feet. Okay, Ferry and 17th seems like a place to go. And then okay, I want to get into meal prep because that's the one that I care the most about because I used to be good at meal prep, and then my boomer of a father was like, no, you just need to pick yourselves up by your bootstraps. And so
just cook every day.
Ever since then, I've been trying that, and I'm just becoming more and more busy.
Yeah.
Oh, and then also my wonderful, amazing wife, who she works for the Salem-Keizer School District, and she has a very tough job, and she's taking on more responsibility next year, and there's no time in our schedule.
Right.
We're the millennial generation trying to make something with nothing.
Yeah.
And we don't have the time to.
It's a real thing. People think it's like a lack of discipline thing, and then they tell me like, "Take me through your day. When do you wake up? What does your day look like?" And they're like, "I just need to be more disciplined, or I need to figure it out." And I'm like, "Well, that seems like a lot. Like it's a legitimate thing."
I'm up at 3:50 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm in the gym at 4.
Nice.
And then it's go, get everybody off to work, or get everybody off to school and off to work.
Yeah.
And then 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we open, start checking admin and phone, and then we just do that until 7 o'clock at night. And I only stop on Sundays.
Yeah. Clearly.
And I don't want to. I'm not gonna. Are you gonna try and cross the road there, sir?
No point.
I don't want to. I don't want to spend the one day off I have doing meal prep.
Yeah.
Like I want to relax. I just want to take a day off. So like meal prep services, like are those good, or do you like, are there easy hacks that you can do?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. Let's see. Meal prep services are great. I feel like their downfall is usually there are not enough vegetables, but if you're buying meal prep and we can get bagged salads or roast some frozen vegetables or something like that, and that's like truly easy. You just put them in and let them sit there for 45 minutes. So you can literally watch a movie while you're meal prepping. So there's lots of kind of easy ways to do it. Meal prep services are really great. Most people will get burned out on them or get tired of paying for them after a while. But I like to use them kind of just intermittently.
Okay.
When I used to go to more horse shows, I would just buy meals for the week, or for the long weekend, and I had exactly what I needed. I didn't have to think about it. I knew it was enough protein. All those boxes were pretty much checked, and that was really easy. Just threw them in a cooler and went on my way. But or people, if they just use them for like lunches. But if they use them for like every meal, then they usually get pretty tired of them.
Yeah.
Or burn through their menu pretty quick. So pros and cons. But there's lots of ways to do like easy meal prep. Also, we don't really meal prep too much. We just kind of see if there's low on food. One of us cooks something. So and it kind of waxes and wanes. I think it's sometimes hard to get like all your meals 100% prepped or cook enough for everybody and everything. So if we notice that we're just low on protein, we'll cook something real quick. Usually just like quick ground beef or something, or in Instapot or Crock-Pot. That way, again, you don't have to watch it. It's just cooking on its own.
Right.
That or like bagged salads plus canned chicken, making like a chicken salad. Wraps are really easy, and now with the like carb balance wraps, they have a ton of fiber, so you don't even have to have like, if you need lower carbs or something like that.
Right.
Those are easy and zero prep. So
they're like a wrap that comes pre-made.
Yep, it's just a tortilla, and it has a just literal shit ton of fiber. To the point where I had to caution one client. I was like, "Take it easy." She was a small individual, and she had 2 of these, and it was like 40 grams of fiber, and with the 2 tortillas, and that was just a lot. So that can upset your digestion a little bit.
40 grams of fiber.
Yeah, it's a ton.
Okay.
For one meal, that's a great day. Like in a full day, that's great.
Right.
But in one meal, that's quite a bit.
Okay. And then so breakfast is really huge at my house. Mm-hmm. Like we're one of those breakfast families where we're just like, everything that's purchased is generally can be subbed in for breakfast.
Yep,
I know you're not an advocate for Jimmy Dean.
No.
But I love sausage.
Yeah.
I prefer beef over pork,
Me
but
too.
just because pork feels like it's got more fat in it.
Yeah, I would
And
agree.
I'm not against fat. I think fat is
I just like the balance of ground beef better.
okay.
Like,
So, what are some
personally.
options for breakfast? Go for it.
Options for breakfast, like quick options.
Like
instead of Jimmy
sausage instead of Jimmy
Dean.
Dean.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. So, most breakfast sausages are going to be pretty high fat. It's just what they're made out of, right?
Uh-huh.
It's not really. It's just what it is. There are like ground chicken sausages that can be leaner. The big thing you want to look for on like the label is making sure that you're getting the 2 grams of protein for every 1 gram of fat on the label.
Okay.
Typically, sausages is like 1-to-1 ratio. And what happens usually there is people are trying to increase their protein, which is great. I actually just did a podcast on this yesterday. And so let's see. For example, with Jimmy Dean or a lot of those breakfast sausages, usually we're trying to get like 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. And that's for like an average size female like me. So more for you, right?
Right.
And if I were trying to do that with those type of products, my breakfast would probably be close to like 800-900 calories just from the fat content that comes with it. Because for every 14 grams of fiber and 14 grams of protein in like one sausage, it comes with like 13, 14 grams of fat as well. So that just jacks the calories up. So when you're chasing protein, all of this fat is coming with it.
Right.
And if you want to eat super high fat or you need to gain weight, and that's a great way to do it. That's not most people. And also, I would rather have like avocado or nuts and seeds or like peanut butter later with a snack or something. I'd rather like have my fat calories coming from that versus just the meat source alone.
Cheese is my like.
Yeah, cheese. I'd much rather have cheese.
Kroger 2% cottage cheese, like low fat cottage cheese is my favorite.
You know what my favorite hack for lunch is recently that takes absolutely no time? You know when you go to Fred Meyer Deli and they have the like super cheap deli salads?
Yeah.
Like a couple bucks, right? I'll get one of those and put it on top of cottage cheese. Sounds really weird, but I promise.
So you okay.
So like one of the ones is like things like edamame, kale, blueberries, cashews type thing with some sort of like light dressing, and then putting that on top of cottage cheese. Delicious.
Okay. I'm a fruit on top of pineapple on cottage cheese.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, they had a fruit salad one that had like a similar salad like that, had kale and like oranges. It was like citrusy. That on top of cottage cheese. Oh my god, it's so good.
Cottage cheese is just so great.
It's really
very versatile. I see a lot of people make dips with it.
Yeah. Pancakes, like super helpful for increasing protein and just delicious.
Yeah.
If you don't have a texture issue.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could mash it up.
Yeah.
So, we're almost at Ferry Street. 17th and Ferry, I think is what they said. So we're on 17th, heading towards Ferry. So what are like, when somebody comes and sees you, like what's the typical, like for me, right? When somebody is like, my typical job is somebody's like, hey, I'm buying a new couch. And I'm just like, yep, heard it 100 times.
Yep.
So what is that for you?
Probably a little bit of everything. A little bit of a couple things, I should say, I guess. Usually they want to lose weight or lose fat, gain muscle. Maybe they have a gut issue, but they've usually had a pretty terrible history dieting or their relationship with food. So they don't want to try another diet. That was what a recent client said. She's like, last year, I promised myself I wouldn't diet again. She's like, here I am working with you, and I'm not dieting. I was like, yes. I got nervous for a second. I was like, we're not dieting. We're just changing a couple things.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, so usually, and I feel like people just need a person to guide them through, and not a lot of affordable nutrition coaching models do that. It's a lot of template. It's a lot of here's your macros. Go figure it out. Here's some resources type thing, which I get it. That's very scalable. And I keep telling myself that I need to.
You need to have something.
Well, as far as like scalability, like I should push more people towards my group program, which I absolutely love.
Right.
And all my one-on-one clients still have access to, and that's usually what they kind of like off-ramp to once they're doing really well and, want a more affordable option to kind of maintain their habits or just keep cruising.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time when I talk to people, I'm just like, yeah, you need to talk to a human every week. Like, I want to help you solve these problems.
Some kind of accountability or something
like that. Yeah, personalization. Like, I mean, your schedule is super unique, right? So I can't really hand you a template of like, go meal prep this and eat it. It's not as simple as that, or you would have done it by now.
Right.
It's like, okay, you've got how much time? What time in your week can we? Okay, give me an hour on Sunday to like go shop for these things that we can kind of throw together quickly throughout the week, so you don't have to meal prep, but you can still have something available to progress towards those nutrition goals or health goals. And I haven't quite figured out how to get around the fact that people just need to talk to a real person and have that support system.
I'm having trouble figuring out where Ferry is.
I'm really impressed with your navigation skills already.
You know what? I see so much of Salem that
You just know where it is.
I just know where it is. I know Ferry is
Want me to punch it in?
between 15th and 17th. Red cushion on Ferry. 2 car seats between 15th and 17th. So I think it's over kind of by the Mission Street. Right? Over that way. I always get confused because Trade and Ferry are not the normal. That's not, because when you go through downtown, those are like, if you're coming from South Salem, those are like the first 2 that you come through. And so I always forget which one comes first. Oof. So we're on 16th. We're coming up to 15th.
We're close.
I mean, it's a red cushion.
Okay.
So.
Take a left of this stop sign. Coming up.
Okay. Look at you.
We're close.
I love having a good navigator.
Oh shoot, we're going the wrong direction.
Are we going the wrong direction?
Yeah.
So it was turn right back there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can turn right here.
It thinks I'm walking. I'm not walking.
We're just driving slowly. So what would you say somebody who wants to get their protein up and doesn't like eggs?
You're totally fine. There's lots of things. I mean, chicken, poultry.
There's Trade Street.
Yeah.
Right. Dang it. I'm looking for Ferry.
Yeah, you're good. Turn right. Yeah.
Anyways, okay. I don't like eggs. I have a traumatic relationship with eggs, and so I just psychosomatic, can't eat it. Recognize it for the great protein it is and how easy, quick, cheap, and convenient they are.
Mm-hmm. You're good. Not really essential. I mean, as far as like when we're talking like lean proteins, it's not the leanest. Not that you always need lean proteins.
Sure.
Eggs, the real benefit I feel like are in the egg yolk. It's a big source of choline, which is just really helpful actually for pregnant women. So you're good on that.
I don't intend on getting pregnant or becoming a woman anytime soon.
So you're good there. It's not maybe quite as essential. I'm sure they're very valuable. Next one or this one then, right?
Got it.
Yeah. And no, so you're fine. Yeah, chicken, beef. I think beef and red meat gets a bad rap, but I think it's also the context in which people consume it. The people that consume probably the most red meat probably consume a lot of fast food and probably don't have a ton of vegetables and fiber.
You're hurting my feelings right now.
Yeah, they're just give some facts. There you go. Yeah, right at the next one, I think.
So that's Ferry. We just drove right past it, that's all. Between 17th and 15th. So it's left.
So,
We're here. We're going to find it.
yeah.
I'm finding this thing. Anyways, okay, people who consume red meat are more typically likely to consume fast food.
Yeah, versus like, because then you're excluding. So yeah, people that don't eat as much red meat, you're also including like vegans, vegetarians, and I'm not saying that that's necessarily like the healthiest option, but they consume more vegetables, so that's probably a significant portion of like the protective effect of. Oh, look at that! Yeah, there it is.
Look at it, we found it.
That looks heavy too, so it's counting towards.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, finish your point. I'll throw the hazards on. They can drive around.
Yeah, if you don't like eggs, usually there's so many redundancies with nutrition. So if you don't like one specific food, dairy is a great alternative. I've had some clients that are not necessarily like super picky, but like a lot of food texture issues, or like, one person was like, I cannot do chicken breast. I was like, okay, do you not like it? Does it not sit well with you or what? And she's like, I had that my entire childhood and I consider it poor people food. So in my head, I don't want to eat that anymore. I was like, okay. So she has some like history with it, right? as far as like growing up with not a lot of means. She's like, now I have the means to buy the protein. I'm not eating chicken. I was like, okay.
See,
So everybody's super.
That's
got their own
almost
thing.
my identical story, but with eggs.
Really?
Because back in the 90s, eggs were cheap.
Yeah.
And it was just eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Everybody has those like convoluted histories with certain foods sometimes, so that are just really really specific stuff. I never really get my back up with any of that stuff because I feel like it's my job to solve the problem, whatever it is. Now, if someone's just being a little difficult, like I'm not going to try that, and I was like, well, try it, or tell me why, or be open to this option. So there's so many other protein options. Honestly, I mean, I have people that can't have dairy, can't have gluten, can't do eggs, and then that does, or they can't do soy too, which is another plant protein. So that does limit it. So if you just like don't like one, not a big deal.
Right. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm a human garbage can, so like
I call myself a trash panda. Like I'll eat the randomest crap. I'm like, that works.
And I graze. I'm a grazer.
Yeah.
Like I it's hard for me to sit down and just consume a whole but I'll easily eat probably 3,000 calories a day and just grazing.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty active and stuff, so it's
not exactly an office job.
Right. Not yet, at least. Okay, let's get these cheers. Oh, this was from on Reddit, Chris Thrush. He actually he hired us to do another thing. His actual name is Woody.
Nice. Thanks, Woody.
He's a nice guy.
Great
I like
tip.
him.
Yeah. Great tip.
All right. I heard there's a couple big boys over off of Kubler and Sunnyside. Or where is it? Kubler. Yeah, Kubler and Sunnyside. I got that brain.
That's true.
So we can have a nice long conversation because we're pretty far. Gut health. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I wouldn't normally talk about this because A, it's not my area of expertise, but also, hazards off, kind of a weird conversation to talk about poop. That's kind of your thing. So gut health, I've heard about poop transplants.
Yeah.
And I want to just deep dive into gut health, and maybe we could start off at poop transplants.
Starting at the bits. I've heard of it. I'm kidding. To be honest, I don't know a ton about it. The main stuff that comes to mind is when I was in grad school, they would talk about it, and it had really great results for some people. So usually this is applicable when someone has like really bad SIBO, which is small intestinal bacteria overgrowth. So basically just an imbalance in their the bacteria in their small intestine. Most of it's supposed to be in their large intestine, is where we want like the most of our gut microbiome to be.
Right.
And that, or like IBS, or some other issues that haven't really been resolved with other therapies.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, not always, I think, again, this is kind of outdated information potentially, but it's usually a donation from someone close to you, in the sense of like they're in your environment, so they're exposed to a similar family of bacteria, and they don't obviously have gut issues. But it can be really great for some people. I don't think they recommend it for people that are very immunocompromised, because you're introducing new bacteria to their system, and if their immune system is down, that could potentially, create an infection for that person, depending on how compromised and ill they are. But that's a real thing.
Okay.
I don't know how popular. It wasn't that common, and kind of like a research-based thing, I think, when I was in school. But that's definitely more of like medical level. Obviously, it's something that I can recommend.
Right.
But now I think I do it in like capsules, so it's not as like gross as it sounds.
Yeah.
So.
I heard about it, and I was just I'm like
Is that real?
on like I think it was like not a Kurtzagast video, but one of those like informational YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And maybe it was Kurtzagast. I don't know, but it was I was like, they could transplant people's poops. Like that was weird. So anyway, okay.
Yeah.
You want your bacteria, most of your bacteria in your lower intestine. Why?
That's where it's supposed to live. that's where you get a lot of fermentation, and fermentation is when the bacteria there help you digest your food. So we can't digest fiber. Fiber pushes things through. Animals like, herbivores like horses and cows, like they're really good at breaking down that fiber. They actually consume it for energy. Versus us, it just pushes our waste through, feeds the bacteria in our large intestine ideally, and then their fermentation or byproducts give us more nutrition. So like vitamin K2 is one thing, and butyrate, which is really good for colon cells, is our byproducts of basically it's like bacteria byproducts that we consume as nutrients. So that's why it's really important to have a good amount of fiber in our diet. Also the diversity. I'll hear a lot of times that, I take a fiber supplement, so I'm good on that. Even if they're like, their food log looks low on fiber, I'm like, hey, you need to increase your fiber. And I take a fiber supplement, which is great. So we're getting the volume, but usually those fiber supplements are one source thing. Like psyllium husk is the, like Metamucil.
Okay.
One
is that
fiber.
like mushroom based?
I don't actually know.
Psyllium?
Psyllium husk.
And then I think mycelium?
No, it's like a grain, I want to say.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. But so we actually want a lot of diversity, because the more diverse of plants that we consume, the more diverse microbiome we have.
Right.
So we want to have a lot of different spices, a lot of different plants in our diet, and then we're promoting diversity there. So we don't want any one population of bacteria to get really large and others really small. We want kind of a good, varied ecosystem.
Okay.
And that's a big sign of health. So making sure that we have a wide variety of plants. And people think like, oh, that's really overwhelming, because one study came out saying that you should have like 30 different types of plants each week to promote that diversity. That seems like a lot when you're like, holy
30?
crap, 30.
I can't even name 30 different
but
plants.
like spices count, like cilantro, parsley, like those little things that you add, not necessarily
That's the same
like
plant.
cilantro, parsley.
Yeah. They're not actually the same, but they're
like,
but they are like
similar,
very related.
Yeah.
I think so. People who have that weird genetic thing where they're
it tastes like soap.
Yeah.
For some people. Yeah.
I think they still have that with Italian parsley as well.
Really?
I don't quote me on that, but I think I have my one of my children has that issue, and they don't like Italian parsley either.
Yeah, I've had clients. They're like, "Yep, no, I'm not eating that." I'm like, "Okay, understandable." So.
And so, yeah, it triggers the same. I guess it's an oil that triggers on the palate, and
it tastes good.
I don't know.
Yeah, just
weirdos. Am I right? Who doesn't love the taste of soap, anyways?
I mean, it's not top of my list.
It's a real great digestive aid.
Yeah, I mean, it's breaks stuff down. It's
so yeah, okay, so like you gotta have a lot of fiber or a lot of different fiber sources.
Just variety. I mean, and this is mostly a message of like when people say, "Oh, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to have chicken, rice, and broccoli," and that's like their rotation. And just like add some spices, or like they'll start eating salads and they're like super boring. 3 croutons, 3 tomatoes, and lettuce, and they're like, "Wow, this sucks. I don't want to eat healthy anymore." But that's a really boring salad, right? So like add some of those like herbs on top, add some of the stuff that has like fragrance and different flavors and textures and stuff like that. Nuts, seeds, grains, fruits, all of those contribute some fiber depending on the source. So just, making it really interesting to eat. So it's not just like a bunch of lettuce. Like, yeah, I would agree that's really boring and not really motivating to stick with.
Right. So you're like, I'm trying to think here. So the kind of the practice that you want to kind of ingrain in your clients is not this strict diet, but making it something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
That it, like, man, it's tough because it's like, what do you? I'm trying to find words here. I'm not speechless. I'm just not articulate.
You're.
I'm just a trash man.
The way I put it to find that balance, because if we say like, oh, we want to enjoy it. Well, I don't really enjoy paying my mortgage every month. I don't get like, woo, yeah, that was fun. Take my money.
Right.
But also, I really like my house.
Right.
I really like my house. I like, the lifestyle. So I consider it that. You can say it's like paying taxes. I don't really like to do it, but it's a fact of life, right?
Right.
But I consider it like paying your mortgage, paying your rent. And it really is. Because your body, like, you live in your body, right?
Right.
There's no, you're not moving.
Whoa, that's so existential, dude.
But in that sense, like, I feel like that gives you a good analogy for a lot of people of like,
Right.
you got to pay your rent, you got to pay your mortgage before you go shopping on Amazon.
Right.
Like at 10 p.m. on Friday. Like, you should really make sure that you're covered there. And the same as with nutrition. Like, don't eat like an asshole so much of the time that you feel awful, because that's not really kind to your body. You're not giving your body what it needs to, recover, repair, be healthy long term. So you're just kind of shortchanging yourself, and not paying those like nutrition bills. But it's not that we can't. If we have a, majority of the time we have a really good lifestyle, we have a really good, diet most of the time. We're fairly moderate. We don't eat intentionally to like hurt ourselves or make ourselves feel sick. We can have those fun foods on occasion.
Every once in a while, we could have we could enter a cheesecake eating contest.
I wouldn't maybe enter a cheesecake eating contest.
Okay.
I feel like that, the moderation of that.
Just like every once in a while, just
Yeah.
consume an entire cheesecake.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
now I'm thinking about how rich that would be. Like, whoa.
but also if you eat really well a lot of the time, you start to notice when you don't eat or when you eat other
Your body
foods,
can't handle
you're just
it.
like, oh, that doesn't feel good.
Right.
And then you start to pay attention, like, I don't really want to feel crappy. And so then we learn, and I do encourage clients to do this. I'm like, can you please go, like, have cake at this birthday party, but I want you to find the amount that you can enjoy and find the amount that you can eat that doesn't make you feel bad. And it's not that it's necessarily bad food, but I don't want you to feel bad. My job is to help you feel better. So I don't want that for you.
Right.
And then usually that's pretty disarming because it's like, oh, well, okay.
You're gonna be this. They think you're gonna be this militant, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I mean, well, and when you approach any problem like that, like when you approach it, like, hey, I'm not going to lecture you. We're gonna stand next to each other and we're gonna solve this together.
Yeah, I'm like, usually the point of like those social things when I ask about like, hey, what are you doing this next week? Any social events or, out of the ordinary food things. And they'll mention like social events or parties, and they're kind of nervous of like how to navigate that stuff and still either see progress or how to navigate it and all that kind of stuff. And I usually ask them like, what do you want? Is this really special? Or is this just a thing you got to go to and you're more looking forward to meeting and hanging out with the people versus like, it's my birthday. I really want to have carrot cake. I freaking love carrot cake.
Okay.
So that's really important. But I also want to feel reasonably good afterwards. I don't want to be destructive to the point where I eat half the cake and now I feel sick.
So
that doesn't feel very
carrot cupcake.
Yeah, we're just like sharing a big slice with my family or not with my family, but with my husband maybe, or something like that. But just finding that amount, maybe that's just like one slice or something, but not doing it to the point that's disruptive. So just trying to find that balance for people. But if I'm going to like, say you got a busy week and you got like 5 birthday parties in 1 week, are they all that special at that point? Right? Or if they're just like distant friends or family, or by the time you get to the 5th birthday party or social thing in that week, you're like, is this really important? Is the food really important, or is me being here making the memories with the people
There is
more important?
I don't know if it is in every single culture, but it does seem to be like in Italian culture, in Asian cultures,
There's a lot of food and culture connections.
yeah, like there's
absolutely.
a social element to food.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a little thought experiment. Do you think people who are more introverted, less social, have a different relationship with food than people who are more extroverted? I would imagine you're pretty extroverted. I'm pretty extroverted.
I feel like I can go both ways.
But do you think the relationship with those personality archetypes and their relationship with food is different, or is there no grounding there?
I don't think so, because I can see extroverts. I'm just thinking about extrovert clients. Sometimes there's a little bit of people pleasing in that sense, and they don't want to disrupt like the party by choosing something different or saying, "Hey guys, can we go to another restaurant?" or something like that.
Sure.
But I can also see that for the introverts, like, "Oh, I don't want to, I don't want to create waves here or anything." If anything, I find it more. I don't know. I'm inherently stubborn as a kid. Like, just for an example, when I got grounded, which is very rarely, but like when I got in trouble as a little kid, my mom would tell me to sit on the step at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
In timeout.
Yep.
I would sit on the floor or 2 steps above. I would
never the step
she told. Yeah. Yep. Never the step that she told me. And my mom now would just laugh. She's like, "That was your form of rebellion." holy shit, I'm fine. Like this is the toughest I have to deal with.
Yeah.
So just moderately stubborn in that sense. So like you tell me to do something or that I can't do something, I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do.
Right.
The majority of the time.
Right.
So I try to take on that childhood element into nutrition, and I try to pass it on to clients in the sense of like, you can choose what you want.
Right.
Like if you go to a restaurant and you don't want this on your food or this or that, or you choose it. Choose it. Like order exactly what you want. Obviously there's, sometimes some issues there or confines, but I always think there's more control. We have more control over things than people inherently think initially.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think, that's just the stubbornness in me of like, how can I solve this problem? Instead of just focusing on the problem, it's like, well, what can I do about this? Just trying to look for other opportunities.
Right. I think there's a part of it that's like, what I'm doing in my body right now is damaging to my body.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go through, like, I'm punishing myself either way.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a little bit of habituation. I know that we talked about Atomic Habits.
Great book.
It's such a good book.
Such a good
But, and I think actually, like, I don't know, like it seems like your practice or the way you do things is kind of based off of that. It's like,
a lot of it is.
We just got to get 1% better. That's it.
A little bit, yeah.
Just small changes.
Yeah.
Are, magnitudes different over time.
Yeah.
So do you think that there's like people resist the change because they don't want to they see it as a punishment?
Yeah, I think people go too hard. Like my diet starts Monday, so now I need to be perfect and I can never have another Snickers bar.
Oh, that would be a problem for me. I love Snickers.
Yeah, I had like the little bite-sized things that came in a goodie bag I got over last weekend. I was like, oh, this is tasty. But not doing it to a detriment. I had a client this week that she went out to birthday lunch or whatever with her sister.
Yeah.
And she's like, we got Chick-fil-A. And they both, actually both sisters have worked with me. And she's like, so we, looked at the menu and made, intentional decisions on like what on the menu we really liked. And then we got like small portions of all of it.
Mm-hmm.
We shared it. We stopped when we were full. It was great. I felt so great being able to enjoy that stuff. Those previous programs would have been like, no, you can't ever have that. And I never tell them like they can't have that. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I don't want you to eat that if it makes you feel bad, or if you eat it to the point where you do feel bad, you eat too much, or for whatever reason. But that's my goal, is to help people feel better. And if you eat something that doesn't make you feel very good, I don't really want that for you. But if you find a way to consume it occasionally that you feel like you can hit that balance, I don't really have a problem with it. And I know you're not eating that every single day. It's not the most nutrient-dense stuff, right? But on occasion, I don't feel like it's the biggest deal in the world. And I think if you do push those little detail points, the 1% points, where people want to live a little,
mm-hmm.
you're going to, diminish your relationship with that person, I think.
Okay. Huh.
Just trying to be a real person, right, with it, versus being, like, dogmatic. Like,
right.
You can't do this. I'm like,
right.
You're an adult. You got money in your hand. You can go do what you want.
Yeah.
I'm just here to guide you.
I got a child's rebellious streak with adult money.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I want.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Liberty. Let's see. We're on Kubler. I think Sunnyside is right after Liberty. We are coming up to. There's allegedly a couch over here.
Oh, nice.
Do we want to count our coffee cups if we throw them in the?
Heck yeah.
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 Who cares, right?
Probably gets like
it's like Calvin Ball. Are you familiar with Calvin and Hobbes?
Not really.
Okay. Well.
A lot of TV reference miss on me. I grew up in England.
Newspaper. Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes is
newspaper.
So.
Still over my head.
Still. Oh, still don't get it.
There it
Got
goes.
it. So Calvin and Hobbes, they have a game that they play. It's called Calvin Ball, and they're always constantly changing the rules of Calvin Ball. And so that's whenever I'm like, listen, I'm the one in charge of the game. I get to dictate the rules whenever I want.
Yeah.
So it's Calvin Ball.
It's the same. Yeah. Absolutely. Everybody's got a different set of rules, whatever's important to them. Absolutely. I love that reference. That's great.
We grew up with eggs, basic cable, and newspaper, the weekly Sunday paper. Okay, so this is gonna be Sunnyside.
Say Coopler?
Coopler.
Oh,
we're on Coopler. I don't see anything.
Where was it? What was the cross street? Was it Sunnyside?
The cross street said it was Sunnyside. Now I'm reading and driving here. Don't hit the thing. Coopler, southwest corner of Coopler and Sunnyside. All right, we'll flip around. Southwest is going to be that way.
That way.
Yeah, because that's north, that's south, that's east, that's west.
Yes.
Sorry, I got that.
No, you're good.
Directionality. I'm going 35 on Coopler. I'm a jerk. It's fine. It's fine. Actually, this is actually a nice little PSA that I saw on Facebook. So we're coming up on commercial.
Yeah.
And just on the corner over here, there's the bottle drop DMV.
Yeah.
There was a garbage truck fire.
Holy crap.
That came from lithium-ion batteries.
Ooh.
And when you see a trash truck catch on fire,
Southwest corner?
Oh, they're right there. I thought, okay.
Sounds good. So I think
You rock. I was just one street off, that's all.
That's good.
Which, this is fine. This works. Yeah. We can just turn around and do a little
But your PSA.
Anyways,
batteries.
PSA. Don't throw away your lithium-ion batteries. Don't throw them away because when compressed, they ignite. So when you put them in a garbage truck, they have a hydraulic ram that kind of crushes the garbage so they can compact it. So they can maintain efficiency and keep your garbage prices low.
Yeah.
But when you do that, and they compress the lithium-ion batteries, they ignite. And when they ignite, not boom, fire. Heat, lots of fire, and so one of the things they teach you a lot about in the Navy is fire, because a ship's main threat is fire. The most dangerous fire that you can come across is a metal fire. So when metal catches on fire, a flammable metal like magnesium, lithium, tungsten. I don't actually know. I'm not gonna say tungsten because I don't actually know that. I think it is, but I'm not sure. You can probably Google it. When they catch on fire, there's no way to put them out because the 3 points of a fire is heat, fuel, oxygen, right? And in order to remove a fire, you have to take out one of those legs. Well, when a metal ignites, it's creating its own oxygen, it is its own fuel, and it is its own heat source. So the only way to put it out is just to let it burn. And trash trucks all around the country burnt to a crisp because of lithium-ion batteries.
That's why
charcoal.
They say, take them to a specific place.
Take your lithium-ion batteries to a recycling facility.
Yikes.
Because you can seriously hurt somebody. So don't do it, kids. All right, we're picking up a couch.
Let's go.
We're gonna have to be a little quick on this one because we're kind of in the middle of the road and technically illegal, but whatever. This one comes from Void to Form, and actually Furley 12.
Pull into somebody's driveway?
That lip looks a little heavy. I'm just gonna
No,
pull
I
over.
mean, yeah, like.
Oh, I'm just gonna. What are they gonna do? They're gonna get mad at me for cleaning up trash. Go for it. I'm fine with that. I'll take the hit.
I'm like creepy out.
Furley 12 actually followed up and was like, "Yeah, no, it's still there." So,
Nice.
and it is still here,
It is.
but it's about to not be.
Yeah. Let's go.
A little looky-loo. I wish there was. They make those cameras that or the Bluetooth like screens that connect to your.
Yeah, so you can have like a screen on the back.
Yeah, so you can see if you're still recording.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what?
Oh. Nice.
It counts. It counts towards the weight.
Did you see I found another piece of wood?
Did you?
Yeah.
Cheater.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're gonna cut down commercial. We're gonna try and head towards Airport Road. So when we do the weekly shout outs, there's like 4 or 5 different places that everybody's like, this place.
Yeah.
This place, this place, this place. And it's tough because sometimes we can't clean them up. Sometimes it's too tough. Like Hawthorne and Silverton Road, that like intersection right there, right behind the United Rental, there's a 9 times out of 10, there's a new homeless camp there like every week. And
Can't really mess with that.
well, I can't mess with I can't touch the homeless camps because A, optics, right?
Yeah.
And B, also really unsafe.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
so we got to like let Salem PD, and then that area is actually, that belongs to ODOT.
Oh, okay. So it's their job to.
It's their job. And because of the politics of trash, you wouldn't think that there would be, but there are.
Yeah.
We can't do anything about it. Not without super amounts of repercussions. Anyways, but the Shamawa Indian School, the Indian School Road right there it's such a problem. That's actually
Well, most are like tipped off or boarded.
Well, so Wendy and I last episode we basically just stayed on Shamawa or on Indian School Road, and like we didn't. We just went down. We just went like 300 feet. It's such a problem over there. Another one is over by Airport Road. So one of the people pointed out, they said it might be clean. I don't know. It's off of Ewald and 25th. Michelle Jones on Facebook. Ooh, that's a good one. Good question. What advice do you offer clients struggling with cravings and emotional eating?
Yes. Love this question.
Mashed potatoes. Oh my god.
No.
I'm so sad.
Stop.
I'm getting fiber.
No. Terrible. Terrible advice.
What if I put bacon in it?
No, it's like protein sprinkles. It's not a significant source of protein.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Let's see. So, cravings and emotional eating. Kind of 2 separate things in a sense. They kind of mimic each other, I think. But addressing the root cause of it. So, I just like people to be really aware when they're eating. It's really easy to just kind of be checked out and just do it, whether we're eating in front of a screen or watching a movie or anything. So it's really easy to check out and just keep eating. So one, I would definitely recommend eating away from screens and really checking that you are hungry when you are eating or having a snack or something. Just asking yourself, like, am I hungry right now? Am I sad? Am I stressed? Am I feeling something else that food actually can't solve? It might give you some temporary relief. But I've definitely struggled with emotional eating in the past, so very, very well versed in this area of things. But definitely figuring out what the issue is. Usually stress was my trigger. Every Thursday when my grad homework was due, I would be in the pantry finding really cool snacks. And
corn chips.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So definitely pay attention to that. Increasing your protein will really help diminish sugar cravings. Sugar cravings can be when your blood sugar is kind of going up and down and not terribly like balanced throughout the day. So increasing your protein, increasing your fiber, having regular meals. You would be really surprised how terrible people are at feeding themselves on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, parents like feed the kids, right?
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, if they need snacks, whatever.
Right.
Or we're really good at taking care of our pets and like we feed them on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Ourselves, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's really easy to blow ourselves off and just work through lunch or
probably not a good
breakfast.
time to tell you that I didn't have breakfast this morning.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
No worries. To each their own. Some people don't really fight me on having breakfast. it's up to the person. It's never one singular factor. It's always looking at the whole picture.
Right.
Yeah. So being aware when you eat, mindful eating is a big part of that. Just being aware. Most of the time, people aren't aware of the problems or the behaviors or things that are happening around like problem areas of the day. And then when you bring that awareness to the person, then they're better able to like make a different choice.
Oh, right. Well, and the constant reminders.
Yeah.
It would be a little annoying, but like a text reminder to all your clients, like, "Hey, hope you had a great breakfast."
Yeah. I have done that before.
Have you?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. That's why I like to, because people don't want to, I don't want to be a burden or whatever. I was like, that's why I bill monthly. So whatever you need in that month is covered. And if you need reminders to get your workout in the morning or need an extra little bit like, hi, did you do the things? Did you do the things that you said you would do?
Right. An accountability coach.
Yeah. Well, and also just like teaching people that form of discipline or that exercise of discipline of like, because when we come up with goals each week when working with clients, they're involved in it. I'm not saying like you need to do this. Yes, I have preferences as far as like this would be really helpful, but also like I've had clients that be like, I can't work out that much. I'm just not there yet. I'm like, great. What can you do? Tell me what you can do, and you can agree to get done this week. And they'll say, I can walk 15 minutes 2 times a day. I'm like, fantastic. But you better do it.
Yeah.
And it's not because I said, it's because you said you would do it, and you need to show up and do it. Because otherwise, if people just make these promises that are definitely not going to be fulfilled, then that's really unmotivating. You have no confidence in yourself. You have no confidence in what you say you do. You're actually going to show up and do it. And I think that's really important. So people get used to, just like rebuild that confidence in themselves, and they can actually do what they say they're going to do. Mm-hmm. And then once that becomes easy, we can always make it harder. But like you need to show up for the small steps.
Right, because you're not gonna do the big hard thing if you don't have the background to doing the small easy thing. My movement hack that I use is take the dog on the walk, because the dog needs to go on a walk.
Yeah. We walk our dogs, right? And then we won't walk ourselves.
Right. But the crazy thing is when you walk the dog, you are walking yourself.
Yes, yeah. But
so
that
it's
keeps
like
people outside.
Right.
Versus they're like, I don't need
we had a discussion about this, just like, I'm sorry I'm a little unhinged on Instagram.
No,
it's
you're
just
good. It's
fine. My thing, but we did have a little tete-a-tete where we were talking about just being outside. Like just like the power. I'm not a woo-woo person.
Same.
But the power of vitamin D, man. Holy crap.
I feel like your cells tingling when they first get outside and you've been inside for a while. I'm like, whoa.
Right. It's like I feel like a solar panel.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting all of my energy. Yeah.
Yeah, solar charged humans.
So like I've heard that it has a host of benefits. Like it helps with digestion, it helps with mood, 100%. It helps with like all that stuff. And like getting out and just walking your dog. Yeah. Like if I had to spend 30 minutes walking my dog or 30 minutes on a treadmill. Oh, God, like I'm taking the dog every time.
100%. And that's honestly a real challenge with Oregon. I mean, we have nice weather and not so nice weather, and so I hear that a lot. I can empathize with that, but like as like needing people to be just healthier humans, I'm like, you got to get outside. I know sometimes you get rained on, but like I've never regretted getting outside. Right. Like I always feel better afterwards. And that can take a while, but I absolutely 1,000% agree, because our body has like so many rhythms, and I feel like that's a big missing piece of like giving our body those regular points in the day to kind of regulate itself, and that's really good for setting circadian rhythms, or for waking us up in the morning, for helping regulate our digestion. That's one reason I like people to have breakfast, is so you kind of start that process. You have that regular part of your day. Right. Also triggers digestion too. Sometimes people will be constipated and they don't want to have breakfast and like will add to the waste, but also that triggers the rest of digestion to move along. Right. So there's just so many benefits. I 1,000% agree. Because getting people more outside, I think, would be so much better for our mood, our emotions. Everything.
Might make the world a better place.
100%. Yeah.
Like people stop being so angry.
Yeah.
I love the saying. Little addition to it, so a little sidetrack here, but don't attribute to malice what you can attribute to stupidity. Like if you just like, I've said this before, like this big truck, like I don't get mad at anybody on the road because of all the stupid things I've done with this truck, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, I was an idiot. My bad, like my bad. And it's just like when you just, if you spend like 20 minutes outside and just walk around, and then like just assume half of the population is dumber than you, and that that's just okay.
Yeah.
Like it's just you take so much pressure off yourself, so much stress off yourself. It's just
absolutely. Well, I think that's a big piece of just like changing our behavior too, is like choosing to react differently.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done, right? But
Sure.
I think you probably see this like when something annoys your spouse,
right.
and they're just like pissed about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just not in that frame of mind. Like, they might have, that person might have had a bad day, or they didn't see you and they cut you off,
Right.
Whatever. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but
No.
I think it is a good practice. Like, can I react differently? Like, is this really a big deal? Am I going to remember this in a week? No.
No, not really. Like, somebody I heard once said, "Is this going to matter in 52 million years?"
Yeah. No.
Then why does it matter now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, leads the way to, well, okay, nothing matters, and absolute absurdism. And it's like, you get to plan your own destiny. And this is what happens when you just spend 15 minutes outside and walk around, is you just like, you let your mind just go.
Yep.
You give it the freedom to just do whatever it wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah.
I think that's really important, to be with our own thoughts. It's so easy to be like, oh, I'm going for a walk, so I need to
have
plug
my
in.
phone, or
plug
have
in.
a podcast on.
Yeah.
I think this is Ewald in 25th.
Nice.
Nice.
You're good.
I am okay. I have my moments of great
thoroughly
success, and then
Peace.
gooses.
Peace.
You mean government surveillance systems? No,
Is that
I'm
what
just
they
kidding.
are?
No. There's a whole thing
Oh,
on the
nice.
internet of there's some stuff over here. There's a
Stump in there? Does that count?
if we could get it in the truck, we could throw it away, but
Probably break our backs.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
I won't push it.
dude, I think we're gonna top off here.
I hope so.
We're gonna be way ahead of schedule.
Great.
We might have to adjust the couch because it's in the way of
Camera.
the camera, and we want to be seen. We want to be seen. We gotta make this entertaining, so people want to support us.
Yes.
So that way, it makes it worth doing.
This is
Because
fun.
I was talking to, who was I talking to? Travis at Valor Mentoring. I was like, I'll be honest, like if I make nothing from this, I don't care. It's so fun.
Somebody asked me that too. They're like, "Does everybody start a podcast?" So I started one too.
Right.
Same about the same time as you did. It's like, that's really fun.
They're just fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's always people's first question. Like, you making money from it? Or like someone throws an event or this or that. They're like, they can't have made money from that. I'm like, sometimes you can just do something for fun.
right.
Yeah.
Like not everything has to be for immediate profit. Like I think
I think these things plant the seed for a lot of good things down
Right.
the line.
Right. Like, I'll be honest, I came from, I want to figure out how to get paid to clean up my city.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe it doesn't have to be a profit from cleaning the city. Maybe it's just, I'm sorry, it's a marketing gimmick.
Yeah.
You think of me when you need your house cleaned up because you're the guy who cleans up the city. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I get to hang out with my friends and have cool conversations. Yeah. Anyways,
Absolutely.
not to get all sappy.
mostly safe.
Do
All
you
right.
want to hit a gas station?
Well, we don't need gas.
Okay.
I would love that, but maybe we could just talk about it because you've been in a gas station. You know it's in a gas station,
Yes, probably.
and it would have probably really helped me. I want to make sure we're still recording.
Yeah.
I felt bad because we were parked and the sun was like beating down on the phone. And I've learned what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my smoking windows, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah. How do you do that? Oh, like this?
You were born in '92. You can at least figure that out.
There you go.
Yeah, and then the wind.
Nice. Oh, yeah. It's totally.
Anyways, so for the audience at home, one of the things that I wanted to do for this load that I thought would be freaking hilarious would be taking a nutritionist to a gas station and figure out what a blue collar. Oh, that is a goose.
Yeah. Told you.
Wow, that's a lot of geese.
It's a family. They look like young ones.
It's pretty bold of you to assume that they're related. That get that blue collar gas station meal that's actually not terrible.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I am a sucker for chicken tenders.
Yeah.
I love chicken tenders. Oh my
They're
god,
delicious.
I love chicken tenders. Which, although they are fried, they're still chicken.
They're still protein, absolutely.
And chicken's a good. I love chicken. I'm a big fan of chicken. I'm a thigh over breast kind of guy,
God,
but
yeah. Chicken boobs are just like so dry sometimes.
but when they're done right, they're so
I just
good.
don't do them well.
Anyway,
But yeah.
I also notice when I go to gas stations, there's Fit, like the Fit milk or whatever, that protein chocolate milk stuff.
Yeah.
Fit Core, I think.
There's
So-
lots of different, yeah.
So I need to. It's lunchtime. I need to consume 500 calories.
Mm-hmm. At least.
I'd like to maintain at least somewhat of a balance. Also, I got issues with sodium.
Okay.
So I love salt,
Yeah.
and it's a problem.
That's a problem.
So I try to keep it under 1,500 milligrams per day.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Honestly, I'd probably try to hit up a grocery store. I'm not thinking, like, I will circle back to the challenge of
Okay.
the gas station.
Okay.
But that's another like fast food option that people don't really think about.
Right.
They're like, oh, I need fast food. I can't get out of my car, or I have to go through a drive-through, or something like that.
Right.
I think you can choose, great things in whatever situation most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, grocery store is definitely something that a lot of people don't think of, and usually if it has like a deli or something, there's something grab and go that's relatively decent.
Yeah.
Especially with sodium, anything preserved is probably gonna have sodium in it, right?
Right.
Preservative.
Yep.
So trying to balance that with increasing potassium helps our body get rid of the sodium, and that's usually like leafy greens. It's a good source of it.
So like, how many bananas to how many Morton salt bottles?
I believe actually avocados are higher in potassium.
Okay. I've heard broccoli's high in potassium as well.
Leafy greens are typically potassium. Potatoes also have potassium.
Got it.
And sometimes they also obviously come with salt when they're salted. So that would be a great option. So hitting up a grocery store is good. Otherwise, if you are going to a gas station, usually hard-boiled eggs is a good one.
Don't like eggs.
Oh, fine. I would normally say beef sticks, but those are probably high in sodium.
So here's kind of, when you say grocery store, here's my thinking.
Yeah.
Day old shredded rotisserie chicken that they put in the little clearance tubs.
Yep.
It's like $3 right there. And then grab an apple.
Yeah, apple, piece of fruit, or like I mentioned earlier, the Fred Meyer like little to-go salads. They're small, but it's a great way to get a ton of greens that usually taste pretty good.
Yeah.
Some people will say they're not healthy because they're higher in calories because they like the dressing, but like grand picture of things, I think it's a great option.
High calorie dressing on a kale salad beats
like
chicken tenders any day of the week.
Exactly. So context.
Well,
right?
I mean, nutritionally, like, gun to my head, I'm picking those chicken tenders.
Yeah. You're right. I have to. Chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, grocery store would be great. Sometimes you can, like, even Ross, I know it's like not the cheapest grocery store, but like you can order a burger and go up. You can make like a ton of toppings on it, so it's basically like a burger salad.
Yeah.
You can do it bunless, or hit a place that has like a either cold salad bar or hot bar, like Life Source works.
Roth's in South Salem has that.
Yeah.
You
So-
pay by the pound or whatever.
Yeah. So not always the cheapest option, but sometimes if you're looking at their deli, then they're like sale items. Those are ways to do it cheaper.
Right.
But there's also like decent fast food like Chipotle, Cafe Yum.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
I love the Del Taco on Lancaster.
Yeah.
They have Chipotle spelled wrong on their board still. I've pointed it out multiple times now, and it's still spelled wrong. Chipotle.
Yep.
Anyway, but gas stations are only option.
Okay. Well, if we're not talking about you, I would still say hard-boiled eggs would be a good option.
Okay.
Now
Do they have hard-boiled eggs at gas stations? They might. Actually, they probably
I
do.
think they do, at least from what I remember.
Okay.
Protein bar is obviously a good option. Ideally, you're picking a protein bar that has at least 20 grams of protein.
Okay.
And that is probably a Cliff Builder bar. And those ones are gluten-free and vegan. The soy is the protein in there, so that's good for sensitive individuals. Otherwise, it's usually not too hard to find a protein bar that has 20 grams of protein if it's based in whey. So that's a
Okay.
good dairy option. But
Yeah.
that would be good. I do say a protein bar that has 20 grams of protein, because sometimes we'll say it's a protein bar and it's like 9 or 12 grams of protein, and then usually the carbs are like 25, 35 grams, and it's not terribly great balance. So
Okay.
one of those would be good. Then if they have like some fruit, that's like some fresh option would be great.
Okay.
Vegetables is probably going to be the hardest thing to find.
But they got sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
So you could hit the sunflower seeds.
Good
What about?
fiber.
So I'm a big fan of the Tillamook zero sugar beef jerky.
Yeah.
Actually, that's another great question that I wanted to ask. So that's fine. That's a fine option,
Yeah, it might be higher in sodium than you're looking for, but
right?
But
But just get a couple extra bananas.
Yeah.
Eat a raw potato like a
Well, I
psychopath.
mean, we're not hopefully eating from a gas station every day, right?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Multiple times.
Okay. So this is the real question: how much sugar is too much sugar? Because when I'm trying to go low sugar or something, because I know aspartame and those artificial sweeteners. I think stevia is okay,
Stevia's, yeah.
and I like agave. Those are my go-to like at-home sugars. But like when I'm like looking for a low sugar, I look at the thing and it's like 4 grams of added sugar, and they use sugar alcohol or something, I guess. So like, how much is too much?
Yeah. Well, it depends.
Because you can't have no sugar,
Not really. I mean, there's sugar in fruit. There's sugar in just natural things.
right?
So again, a no sugar diet. No, like maybe added sugar and processed sugar, like obvious things like baked goods or candy or stuff like that might be okay, like framework for yourself.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's a specific amount. I think the better question is probably to how much sugar am I consuming, and that would be like tracking your food just to get an idea of where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So before we got in the car, right, we were talking about kombucha. Kombucha has sugar in it, and some people will be like, "Oh, that's too much sugar." Well, if you're having like a bunch of rice and a bunch of fruit later and a bunch of sugar somewhere else, like the kombucha is probably not the biggest source to really worry about. So it's hard to like kind of isolate it as far as like what's too much. It's really about the whole day. I'm not a fan of agave. It's fairly high in fructose, and that can be a little harder on the liver. And over time, in excess consumption.
I only put it on my pancakes.
Okay.
It's my syrup instead of maple.
Okay, I'd probably go maple syrup with that.
Well, sorry. It's it's like the maple syrup. It's not actually maple syrup.
Yeah.
It's the like high fructose corn syrup. So agave is probably better than that. Same thing.
It's pretty similar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty details. It's probably lower calorie.
Right.
But yeah, I just go like good quality like maple syrup, just like real stuff. Probably a good option, but I don't worry too much about artificial sweeteners unless somebody has an issue with them. Some people are really sensitive to them and just blows up their gut. If that's not the case, I don't worry about it too much because they usually do cut the sugar content and lower calories for people, which is usually beneficial. Kind of goes back to that rule of like, if it doesn't make you feel good, don't have it or choose another option. But yeah, otherwise I'd probably just focus on, people are usually, if we start focusing on like more protein, more vegetables, building our meals to be like that, usually we have less sugar cravings, so that sugar consumption automatically goes down just by focusing on having that stuff first.
Okay. So like, if you just like people who focus on the sugar, really, it's backwards. It's like, it's the, if you just focused on building the right supporting diet,
you don't feel the need for that stuff.
You don't feel the need for it, and when you have it, it's you're able to consume it in a lower quantity because you're not like your body goes, I don't really need this. I don't really. This isn't a really good sugar option
think
for me.
Think about having like a really nice steak dinner with like a big salad. Like it's pretty filling. Right?
What kind of salad are we talking? Like
a big salad with like
lots of meat in it.
Seeds. Yeah, like a huge big steak.
No. Like the salad's got meat in it too.
Yeah. Well,
I love meat.
Okay, we'll call it a steak salad.
Okay.
So it's got a lot of steak on it. It's got a lot of different stuff, nuts, seeds, maybe some other add-ins on there. It's just really filling.
Right.
Our cravings for sugar are probably pretty low after that because you've gotten a good amount of protein. A lot of your quote nutrition bills are paid. Right. The body's not really craving much. You just gave it a good amount of calories, good amount of fat, fiber. Like you're checking a lot of the boxes.
Right. I'm going to pause you for just a second.
Yeah.
Wait. What do you think? In increments of 20.
I think we got 1,000.
You think you got 1,000 pounds? I don't think you got 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. I want to beat everybody.
I know. Everybody wants to beat everybody.
I'll go 800.
You gotta beat Ollie, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'll go 800.
800.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Continue. Sugars.
I think it's good to be aware of them. I'm not super focused on cutting them out, but if someone is aware, it's kind of like a spending problem, right? If you never look at your bank account and you're like, oh, why can't I save any money?
Right.
But you never know where your money is going.
Hi.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Good.
Good.
We think it's about 800 pounds.
You think it's about 800 pounds?
Oh, I don't.
No.
I know how much it is.
Oh. I'm guessing.
Is this another interview?
Yeah.
This is Krista.
Hi, Krista. I'm Allie.
This is part of my family that I live with.
I was going to say, I bet you see him quite often.
Yeah, we work with each other a lot.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Colleagues.
Colleagues, yeah.
Yeah.
And the zip code. Never mind.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
We can get kind of chatty. Yeah, I told you, this thing's a spine shaker, dude.
Spine shaker, yeah. Embrace.
See, I think, okay, I know we didn't get a lot of weight. However, we did get a lot of volume, right?
Yeah, I mean, picking up all the cardboard boxes and plastic.
Right. And that's the thing, people really want to see you take, it's the small, litter stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
what do you think we really got?
time and
500,
you gotta.
600 pounds? No, not even.
I think you might have gotten 600. I don't know how much you weigh, but I know how much the truck weighs, and I know how much I weigh inside the truck. So.
I'll just say I'm lighter than I am, so more the weight counts.
At the end scale tells the truth.
No.
Anyways, let me untarp and open
right.
the doors, and then we can dump. Do you want to take a video of it dumping? Yeah. All you're gonna do is stand over on the other side of the yellow fence here, and
Caution.
Yep.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Safety first.
I'm gonna be real honest with you.
What's that?
I think I want to start doing this at 7 o'clock more than
Way better.
It was rough getting up at 5 on a Saturday, but
Yes, I would also agree. Saturday's normally the day I don't set more, but This is worth it.
So
I don't like bitches, so.
I have a problem with time. Okay, lot of stress, a lot of anxiety around time. And so I will even set an alarm on the weekend. It's not 4:00 in the morning, but
A little later.
it's like 7, and usually I'm up before my alarm anyway.
It's so light out now.
Right.
It's light at
Yeah.
5 o'clock.
No, if people like Ollie will probably see this. So Ollie is about the only person who's actually complained about my time management and how, because I'll show up.
Early?
I show up early always. I'm early to everything.
Is that military background?
Military and a little bit of childhood and whatnot. Anyway, hold on. We got a way out. 8,000. Hi. I think we're probably right around 700 pounds. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean, not to brag.
Ooh.
We've gone to
Actually,
the
we're
dump.
probably closer to 800.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've been to the dump a decent amount of times in the last couple of years.
You're pretty
I feel
good.
like
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm
good.
guessing. Bed rentals we've had to clean up. And then buying a farm, there was some junk. So we had to rent, or hard.
You know a guy with a big old dump truck.
Now, yes.
What do you mean now?
I mean,
We've known each other for like 2 years.
I know, but I didn't really think some of the stuff was like a problem. And
Thank
my
you.
husband's like, we got to get rid of this stuff like nowish.
Right.
And
No,
I'm
I
like,
get
okay,
you.
in
I
here.
get it. I get it. No, I'm a big advocate for people doing it themselves. Like I am an expensive luxury.
Well, usually we take our horse trailer.
Well, there you go. You already
We
have the means to do it.
Yeah, I mean, usually we can't like dump it, so it's like hand taking it out.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm a time saver. If you're a person who enjoys time and enjoys your Saturdays, then this is who
For sure.
I'm the person you call.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
If you're not able to.
Do you want to know your weight?
Yes. Win.
740 pounds.
Okay.
So
60
pretty
pounds?
good. Pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. That's especially for all the light stuff that we got and all
there's a
that.
lot of lights there.
Quick plug.
What do we do? What? Oh, me?
Yeah.
Hi. Just like my nutrition
Yeah.
programs.
Your nutrition. How do people get how do people get their the problem that you solve done? How do they do that?
Just reach out. I usually start with a conversation. I never really want to I want it to be a good fit.
Where?
Right.
Where do we reach out?
ParksideNutrition.com or email me, Allie@ParksideNutrition.com is usually a great start. All my prices and program info is on my website, but usually I like to start with conversation to make sure it's a good fit of like starting people with one-on-one if that's appropriate, if they want to start the group program, depends on the person and their goals, but yeah, just start with a conversation. Great place to get free resources though, and just like I put out a ton of free shit on Fridays with the Free Shit Friday email list.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, and you get a recommended recipe.
I get the free shit.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm on the email list.
Yeah, and you get 3 things. Try to keep it simple because we don't need to read long emails.
Right.
You get a recommended recipe and either new podcast, new training, new downloadable tool, free meal plan, recommended meals, something like that. Then usually a question just to get the wheels turning and make it in a healthier mindset too.
Cool.
Free
All
shit
right.
Every Friday.
Well, if you need Allie, you got her email, and you can also find her on Instagram.
yeah, Instagram.
My psychotic in like when I'm interfacing, I talk about lava.
Yeah, lava. Yeah,
Lava related.
Lava beats Jimmy Dean sausage.
More mineral content.
I don't even know. I should look that up.
Anyways, want to thank our sponsor, Valor Mentoring, and thank you guys for watching. And we hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Bye.